Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Friends Fella. In case you're new to the channel, I am the one. Thank you so much, my returning subscribers. I really love you to the moon. My new viewers, you are welcome. Kindly consider smashing that subscribe button and click on that bell besides that word subscribe, please. It is right. Click on it and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. I do really appreciate your love. I really appreciate the comments. I really appreciate whatever that you guys are doing in my life. Anyways, guys, it's been a while since I last uploaded, and as you can see by the title, guys, this has been really hard for me, like, to come up and talk about it. Like, as you can see by the title, how I survived the 5 days in an Arab house, like in Saudi Arabia, the 5 days without being allowed to eat anything. Guys, this has been really hard, like, for me to come up and share, like, cause like it was really hard, guys. And yeah, here we are. It was in 2019 when I came into Saudi Arabia. It was 2019 June, and I first worked in one house where, like, things didn't really go on well as I had wished, though I'd struggled, and I made 8 months in that house, but things were, like, not going on well. So I had to talk to the madam to make some changes, since, like, if I told she were to take me back to the office, she wasn't gonna get any replacement. Like, as you know, when you come to, like, as in when you come in as a kadama, like, at least the bosses are having a chance, like, to get the exchange of you in case, like, you've not managed to work for them for that 2 years in the contract, at least before that 3 months end, because those are the 3 months that they give them. Like, is it called, like, the training, as they see you, if you can work for them, or if they need a leap, like, if they need to change you, like, they don't like you, or you will not be able to work for them, the 3 months at least you can be able to go back to the office and they exchange, like, they give them a new kadama, like. So for me, since it was 8 months, I knew they had no option unless if they had to just deport me, because who wants to lose? Like, if at all they invested in me from Uganda to here to work for them, at least they couldn't, like, have wished to lose, unless deporting is the only solution they had for me. And guys, I worked for 8 months, and I talked to my madam about the changes that I wanted her to do, because at first she was taking me, like, I was working as a part-time worker, like, in different homes. You can go, like, you work for 8 hours, someone can hire you for, like, 30 days or for such time, and things were not, like, really well as for me, because I'd signed to work in one house, and I wasn't gonna be able to do that for the rest of the 2 months contract to get done, like. And things were really hard, because you could go to some of the houses, they're not good, they treat you bad, they don't give you something to eat. So you come back home, you tell her about the challenges you faced, she'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, but inshallah I won't get. So guys, this was it. So at some point, she could get customers and tell me, oh, Florence, please put on uniforms, or do this. The car is outside, like, the vehicle is outside waiting for you to take it to the work. And during at that point when I like was really fed up of such things, I told her, please, I'm going nowhere unless you take me to the office or you sell me to another person, because I know these people are having a lot of connections. Like if at all she wants to get money, a lot of like quickly, she like in a blink of an eye she gets like someone who would like to take you. So she had to sell me to one house. Alhamdulillah, at first things were good, so I had to work in the first house. I worked for 8 months, and here in the second house, like where she had told me, I worked for about, was it 1 year and 3 months, and boom, I felt sick. When I felt sick, I couldn't do anything. Girl, like life became really hard. As you know, when you're in a country, like you don't see the mom, you don't see the papa, you don't see anyone apart from you're just looking at the work that you were brought to do, you know. And I could cry day and night until I prayed, because I was really into prayers. I got pastors who could pray for me online. I got everything, like I did everything. As in, when you've been taken to these hospitals like Saudi Arabia, apart from the private ones, you go, they just look at you and say, oh, you're suffering from this and this, and they give you, Saudi Arabia, Panadol. I think Panadol is the best tab they can ever think of. As long as you're having anything like paining you or you're having any sickness, Panadol is the best tab they could ever think of in the first place. And I was taking medicine, Panadol. They could take me to the hospital, like I was, until like I told them to take me to the private hospital. At least I would be able to pay for my own bills, and maybe they felt ashamed of like letting me pay for my own bills. In the contract we signed for free medication, free transportation, free like clothing, eating, and whatsoever, like all are supposed to be free. So they took me to the hospital where they charged just 1,000 riyals, and I came back home. And when we came back home, like, because in that sickness I spent like over 1 month and some good weeks when I'm sick, but still struggling to work, because like who leaves you to sleep in his house when you were hired to sleep for the whole month? Of course that's a no. So I could like help myself, I collect myself together, I go at least to do some dishes, do the cleaning, the mopping, but sure, like slowly, okay, because they could understand. But boom, they denied me Wi-Fi. When they denied me Wi-Fi for just 2 days, I was like, because my contract was just remaining for something like 10 days to get done, like, because I came in June, and still it was June, though I was just remaining days, because I came in June 28th. So here it was like on June 8th, like that, okay, June 8th to 10 something. So they denied me Wi-Fi for those days. At first I was like, maybe they wanted me to first get accomplished with my work, like. So I kept quiet, I worked, I did everything, and after doing everything, I see that the Wi-Fi is not still on. I'm like, what are these, like, what are their plans, So I went and knocked their doors, because I was working for like a house where it was holding mama, the baba, plus their 3 girls, like the big girls, because the last girl was like 28 years. I was the oldest. I was Shisma. I was the youngest among all. The last daughter was just 28 years, but they're not all married. They're home. Okay. So when they denied me Wi-Fi, I went, knocked to them. I told them about like I wanted a Wi-Fi and whatsoever. So they were like, oh, blah blah blah. You know what are you needing the Wi-Fi for? You're supposed to work. You came for work. I was like, damn, I'm just few days to completing my contract, and this is the shit you're telling me now. Yeah? So I gave them some time. I gave them some hours to rethink of what they're doing, if it is right or not, because during the sickness time, like we had talked of going back home for treatment, the good medication from Uganda. Then I come back like I was going to be given a to and fro flight ticket, like a to and fro. So now when the Nabi Wi-Fi gave them time to rethink of what they're doing, if it was right, and boom, it clocked at around 3 p.m. and nothing. And I was like, how could you even do that? When I've been sick for the past months, I've been sick, like I have to be talking to my family, like letting them how I do feel, if I've eaten, things like when you're far away from your family. So you need that connection, like, you understand? And most when the contract is going to get done, a lot of people tend to be on pressure, because of this shit that happens in Gulf countries. A lot of girls get like killed or like such things. What happens, my girls, like when the contract is about to get done, you have to be like so keen on what you're eating, your movements and whatsoever. So I was like, what are you planning now? What are you planning for me? As in, it's clocked 3 p.m. For them, they're enjoying the sleep. For them, they're loading the mobile datas. The poor me was just there. So I decided, why don't I even resign? Why don't I even ask for my passport? Why don't I ask for a ticket? Since even my passport is just my contract was about to get done. I went and talked to Baba. Baba is the father. I talked to him. I was like, why are your babies denying me on internet? Like, I'm offline. I've been sick. I need connection to my people. I don't know what was going on. So when I talked to him, that last born was the craziest among all. She came because the Baba called them. Why are you not putting on the internet, like the girls here saying this and this? So the girls came downstairs. Why are you talking to a Baba? We told you you're not supposed to talk to our papa whatsoever. Yeah. So I was like, what are you? Like, we tried to exchange words, not in a bad way, because I was trying to defend myself. You can't live this way when you're offline, which even if you're having like these SIM cards of theirs, they can still block it. So I was trying to fight for defend my rights of connection, my right of connectivity, And she was sounding a little bit of bitter, like she wasn't accepting it. How could they even talk to their Baba? So I went in my room, I cried, I did everything, as in correcting myself together. So I was like, why don't I stop working and ask for my passport, ask for the ticket to fly back to Uganda, And this is how everything happens. When I went in the room, the first thing that came in my mind is to throw all the things that I was using at work, the uniforms, everything that I was using. I had to put them and trash them outside. So when I removed everything because I was buying my own clothes, so I was putting on those. So when the madam knocked at the door, yeah, Florence, blah blah, why are you wearing such, where are the uniforms? I told them, no, I'm resigning. Yeah, I need my ticket. And boom, they had to close the AC. Saudi Arabia, it is hella hot during summer. and it is hella cold during winter times. So it was June. June is like over hot. The degrees, I can't even know. It was hella hot. So they had like, I don't know what they did, and it couldn't work. The remote couldn't even work. So they were like, okay, you want to go back to Uganda? Okay, let's switch off or like the needs like you need. They only left me with the lights. So I was like, still I will survive, because I thought maybe that air ticket will take something like 2 days, like when they call their the elder brother. I thought it was gonna be that is bitch. So I was there like in hotness, like I couldn't put on anything. I was just like on my bed crying, just like without putting on any clothes, just to survive. I could go downstairs before they denied me to access to the kitchen. I was going there. I get some cold water. I'd be pouring on myself. I could be pouring, or like wetting a cloth and be putting it on myself just to get that. Guys, to cut that story short, and boom, the second day they denied me access to the kitchen, access to everything. And I was having nothing in my room, be it eats, be it water, be it what. And so when they denied me access, what they were doing, because I thought I would go when they made me go for sleep. And what they did, they decided to be sleeping in shifts, because there were 3. The 2 could sleep, the 1 could be awake. When the 1 sleeps, the 2 could be awake. That's what they are doing. And on the 3rd day, their elder brother arrived. And so when he arrived, like I wasn't like, when you want these people to do something for you, like you don't be like eating your own words. You have to be straight on what you really want. If you want to go back, make it a go back. Don't be like, I want to go back, and then they call you, come and mop here, you go and mop. Bitch, you won't go, or you won't be given what you want. So when that elder brother came, they explained. So he went maybe to these offices that processed the tickets and whatsoever. So he processed, but maybe it was cheap, because the ticket took for like 4 days. 4 days. And I was really struggling with what to eat. I could sneak and get some water. And when I get access, like when maybe she has gone in the toilet, or because like when you're real bad, or like when you're really in need of something, you find always you just can't sleep. I could just be out like the whole night. I'd be like seated here. I have no internet, I have nothing, the lines have been blocked. Like I'm just there, I'm just praying for what is next. I'm like, will they kill me? Will I be alive? Just praying, crying, and just sitting like this. So when I could just see them, like maybe these ones are asleep now at around such time, maybe the one who's downstairs has gone maybe for like the washrooms. I could go washrooms. I could just go and grab some waters and cubes. My girls, my fellow people, hustlers, eating cubes without milk, without nothing, but just cubes and water. That's what I was surviving on, and just on God's mercy, I survived those days until when my ticket, like I had to board. Surviving on cubes and stolen cubes. So when like my time came like to pack, so they took me for the COVID tests on my own money, because I was demanding my last salary of May. I was still demanding them. So they took me and they paid on my own bill. It was 600 something reals. I was like, I don't give a fuck as long as you have taken me to the airport. That's what I was needing, like. And my time came, they checked me, they checked everything, even like when you're having like a tissue like this in your bag. When these people say like, okay, you've gone in a bad way, they could first unfold it, like they check what was like, what had you put inside. They checked even my hair, they checked even the bra, they checked me, but I was like, I'm still cool as long as you're taking me, because I was just praying for God's guidance, like, because I wasn't knowing what was going to come next. I wasn't knowing like if they will kill me on the way or what, doing anything bad to me when during maybe I'm asleep, or you guys, you know what I'm trying to talk about. And when they nailed me for food, I was like, at least I'm safe, because they won't poison me, because these people are having that habit of poisoning. Maybe moreover, when the contract is about to get done and you didn't tell them, like you didn't confirm like you're coming back to work for them, at least they try always like of doing something bad to your life. And like, that's how I survived. My day came and that elder brother took me to the airport without, like, we drove from Al Kafuji to the airport here in the mom. It took like over something like 2 hours on the way, but that man had no mercy, like standing on the way, maybe buying for some eat for me, be it water, be it what, yet he knew I've spent the whole 5 days without eating anything. But I was just praying, because you don't listen to anybody. Even the phone is useless. Like seriously, the phone, when you're having no internet here, when you're upload, bitch, what are you using it for? It has no use. So when they brought me to the airport, I swear, I got plans. Like, I was like, where am I even going still? That's why I got plans, and that's why you're seeing me here in Saudi Arabia. Yes, I'm in Saudi Arabia still working, and I did go back to Uganda. They dropped me to the airport, they took me inside, they did everything, but I'm a Ugandan, I'm an African, so I have a lot that's going on in my mind. So when I say like, no, this must be done, or this must, and here I am. Yes, I managed it, just like sneaking and fighting for like life, eating cobs for the 5 days, but I didn't die. Alhamdulillah, I thank God I'm still alive. I thank my pastors who are praying for me, my mom, because when people are not seeing you online, if they're trying to call you, they can't reach you, so they start like being so scared, more especially in Saudi Arabia, where a lot of shit is going on, like murdering, everything, sacrificing you for no reason. I thank God I'm still alive. I'm still in Saudi Arabia, still working, and yeah, life is good. I'm still ekadama shakala. Yeah, thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for subscribing, comment what you think. How would you guys really survive during such times, during the hard times with your bosses? How do you survive? Are you the ones that mean like going and then staying? That's not me. God, if you really need something from these people, you just need to be straight up. You really need something, be in need. I mean need, because these people, they don't give a damn. If she says your life is colors. So, yeah, bless you. I love you all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and come back for more.